All right, good morning, everybody. Doing a surprise live stream here for you guys with the news again this week. And we have a lot of awesome stuff to cover, so I'm excited here. Just a little. Let's make sure we're live. Check up on YouTube and Twitch. Look, sure we're sweet. Live. Wow, we're already live on YouTube. That's awesome. Hey, Mick Flender. Mickey Flender. Ali. We're doing another live stream news right now, Ali. Surprise. Surprise, everybody. Happy Saturday. Surprise, surprise. Hey, Quad. Hey, Neil. Charco. Excessive. Welcome, guys. I was hoping we'd get some new people here because this is a different time than usual, of course. Singy Jack, Luke, Steven, Alexander. Hey, Alex. Alexander is one of our top tier patrons, and he's awesome. And he's we just had a Skype session a couple days ago or yesterday, something like that, and that went really well. You kind of live on Twitch. Hey, Kowalski. I'm just going to say your last name because it's easier to say. Hey, Ferdy. So anyways, guys, I've got a bunch of news to cover and some actually really exciting stuff this week. So I'm kind of happy that I'm doing the news this week just because I'm really, really excited about some of these features. The first thing, hey, Gorilla, what's up, man? I'm glad you're here because, of course, we're going to go over some of the new plugin stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and get started because this will serve as double purpose. It's going to be the news that everybody's going to watch as well, so I don't want to wait too long before we get into the nitty-gritty here. Obviously, the first thing I want to talk about is startup performance. So well, not just startup performance, but performance in general. On Monday, we worked on performance in the live stream, and actually I focused on performance most of Monday, I think. And we got literally the LaunchBox startup time and the big box startup time cut in half for most people anyways. It's not always that drastically improved for everybody, but for a lot of people it's been cut in half. So we're not going to time it or anything, but here's LaunchBox startup time now. And if you remember what it was for my collection, it was much more than twice that long before. And then big box as well is pretty quick, much the same way. So that's awesome. And then the other thing we've improved performance-wise is that platform categories in big box. There were some major delays there for some people when you select a platform category to go into platforms, and we have resolved those performance issues as well. So that's nice and quick now, or at least it should be. I haven't gotten a whole lot of feedback on that yet, but hopefully that is well improved as well. So that was the first thing, startup performance and the platform category performance in big box. But that is not what I'm most excited about. What I'm most excited about, of course, is the plugin system. And so the latter half of the week, I have been focused on the brand new plugin system. And if you remember on the poll, the community poll, which I should probably pull up here, but I don't have it up right now, it was the number 2 item, I believe, was the plugin system. So very important for us to implement it, and I'm already excited because there's already people playing with it. Gorilla, I believe, is already taking a look at it, so that's exciting. And I'm foreshadowing a little bit here, but Eatkinola is also coming out with some plugin stuff already that I just ran into. So that's very, very cool as well over on the forums. So neat stuff, guys. Let me catch up on comments here real quick. Hey, Stifilus, 007, Luke. Yeah, Luke. Yeah, we're doing the news. Thank you, Alexander. Hey, Sid. Welcome, man. So, that's the gist. of the plugin system. Let me dive into some of this stuff here actually. So first off, if you are a developer, you'll appreciate the fact that we have documentation. It's MSDN style documentation. So it's basically everything you're used to right now. You dive in and you can get all the details on everything that's available. On Monday, the live stream on Monday, the development live stream on Monday is going to be a little bit different than usual, because what we're going to do is I'm going to live develop a plugin that uses the new plugin system. Actually, a couple different plugins I have in mind, so that will also serve as a double purpose video. It'll be a great way. It'll be a great stream. It'll be a lot of fun, and then also it'll be a great way for people who want to learn, who are developers who want to learn how to build a plugin. They'll be able to watch that 2-3 hour video, and they should have all the information they need to build whatever plugin they want. So that's very exciting. Now with the plugins, this is already extremely powerful. There are 2 types of plugins that you can build right now, and they're listed right here. The first is this iBigBox theme element plugin. And it says, implement this interface in order to add an element control to a big box theme, access the data, and accept user input. So basically what this means is you can create a control to do whatever you want in big box and accept input, access the data, and throw it in a big box theme. So ultimately that basically means that you can build anything in big box now. You can build whatever you want, because that opens it wide up. It opens it wide open so that everything's available. You can code your own stuff in big box. So that was probably the most important one. Then I also added an iGame menu item plugin. And what this one does is it will allow you to add a menu item to the right click menu in LaunchBox and or the game details menu in big box. So basically, if you want to build some kind of external scraper, you could select, it will allow you to select, the user to select some games in LaunchBox, and then right click and choose your menu item that's for the plugin, and then you can build your own interface and your own scraper and do everything you want to do. So, and a scraper is just one idea. There's a million things you could do with that type of interface. So those are the 2 types of plugins we have right now, although we're going to be doing a lot more, and as people request stuff, we'll add it in. So the plugins are going to be really, really awesome. I'm very excited about that. And like I said, the live stream on Monday morning, we're going to go through exactly how to build it all. Honestly, with this documentation, if you're a developer, you don't need a tutorial. It should be pretty straightforward. But I want to make it as easy as possible for people, so I'm excited about that. All right, so DJ Quad, did they say what plugins? No, I'm not sure exactly what plugins are being built right now, if any. Remember that it is still a beta, and it literally just came out. The beta just came out yesterday with the plugin support. So unless somebody was working overnight, there's not going to be anything barely in the works yet. I know I put the documentation out a couple days ago, and the actual beta with the actual plugin system has only been out for like a day. So, hey Satori, Freddie, hey Scott, Refresh, hey Mike. So that is the plugin system, guys. That's basically all I got there. Although, I mean, there's not a lot to show off yet, but I'm willing to bet there will be. So I'm excited about it. Then, what else we got here? Next on the list, I wanted to go over, remind you guys about ETA Prime's tutorials. The latest tutorial from him is on PlayStation 1. And it's awesome. It's really, really great. It uses EPSXE. So if you have wanted to try using an emulator other than RetroArch for your PlayStation 1 emulation, or you just want something new, or you want to dive into EPSXE a little bit deeper, do check that out because ETA Prime does awesome tutorials, and I'm really, really happy to have him on board. All right, next we have a couple new Big Box Cinematics videos from James Baker, both focused on the Commodore Amiga, and they are beautiful. Basically, he created two of them because people couldn't decide on the backgrounds. I liked the red checker background, and a lot of people on the forums liked the white and gray. But I'll show you those quickly here, because they're beautiful. So there is that. And next, a couple more exciting things. CriticalCid. Sid's actually on stream here, guys, so you guys can say thank you to him. I've been working with him to fix some of the theme quirks, specifically with the videos, and I've been putting him through some trouble here, trying to get this stuff fixed because it's been a pain in the butt. So, and he's stuck with me. So, big thank you goes out to Sid for that, for constantly helping me get these new theming features going, and for being on top of me, because sometimes it's difficult because I've got so much stuff going on. It's difficult to keep me on top of the things that need to get going. So thank you, Sid. But anyways, he's got a brand new version of the CriticalZone theme in the works, and I'm going to show it to you here. And this is basically a beta version of the theme, and I don't believe it is available quite yet. But this is CriticalZone, the version of CriticalZone, or a version of CriticalZone that will be available for the next official release. And I don't know if he's going to swap out this background video for the default theme or not, but I love this new background video. You notice he's got the time up in the right hand corner. He's got the platform category logo up there. So really cool. And of course, he's got all the themes that were in the old one. He's just changed the colors a little bit here. He's added a bunch of new features. So if we go into, let's say, consoles. Sure, actually, let's go into NES for now. And switch through the, obviously you saw there's the time up there. I'm not an expert on all the new features, so forgive me. I haven't read them recently, so I'm sure I'm going to miss a bunch of stuff. But it's really neat. I love the improvements. Also, keep in mind, this is a 16 by 10 monitor, which does make things look a little bit off. I love how that all fades in and fades out. That's really beautiful. But you notice how like the video overlaps underneath the logo and stuff like that. That doesn't happen on a 16 by 9 monitor. It only happens on the 16 by 10. And there's nothing we can really do about that. But anyways, so it does look a little bit cleaner on a 16 by 9 monitor. You can hear the music playing in the background there. It looks like yeah, okay, so this beta, I did mess up some of the video stuff in this view. Sid did mention that to me. So we're still working on that stuff, and that's why this is a beta, you know, and that's why I'm still working on theme stuff with Sid. But awesome work from Sid. Very exciting there. And we have a brand new theme, which has already been available on the forums. So if you haven't, you might have seen it already, but it's incredible. It's from Eatkinola, which is why I was talking about foreshadowing earlier. It's called Epoch O9. Okay, so I'm going to go and switch to that theme here quickly. There it is. Now, this theme is incredibly different than anything else we have, but I love it. It's like the theme that I never ever envisioned, that I would never ask for, but once I use it, it's just like, okay, this is a must-have. I mean, it's just so full of character to me that it's just incredible. I love it. Like I said, it's called Epoch O9. It's available on the forums right now. I think it came out this past Sunday. And actually, Sid clued me into it. I don't know how, but I missed it. I skipped it over. or I would have been all over it already. But it's awesome. This isn't the half of it. So we'll go back out, and these are the platform categories, obviously. We'll go into a particular category. There's another view here. This is where it gets really, really interesting. Very cool. There's just so much character in this. I can't get over all the neat character about it. And we even have some awesome views for games as well. So let's go into, let's see here. Let's back out into handhelds. No, not handhelds. You notice the transition there is a little bit messed up, and that's basically because you just need to use a different transition. So if you switch up the transition, it won't look funky like that. If you do a left to right transition instead, then you're going to be fine. I'm just going to go into the arcade platform. So, you have the index over here, and I love this view, but this is not my favorite view. My favorite view is definitely this one. Check this out. It's just awesome looking. It's incredible. And we have an index down here, and he's even, I guess he hasn't stylized the index that much. He just looks like it. It just, I don't know. It just works, man. It's really pretty. So that is Epoch O9, and like I said, it's just so different than pretty much everything else out there, but I love it. I don't know. I'm going to be using it myself. So that is Epoch O9, and that's basically the news, guys. But I'll go through the comments here, and we'll see what's going on, and respond to you guys' questions. Are we having streaming issues, guys? That would suck. Hey, Satori. Hey, Ferdy. Good to hear. I deselected Big Box, and of course it's gonna pause the video on me now. Yeah, Sid is waiting on me to release that theme. It's basically done, but of course he's waiting on me to fix some bugs. Yeah, BSD, it's incredible. I love it. Great. I'm glad to hear, because if we got streaming issues, then I'm not gonna be able to use the video for the news, which is a problem. But yeah, absolutely, guys. Thank you, Brandon. That's about it. I'm just honestly, guys, I'm just super excited about the plugin system and what you guys can build, and people are still building awesome themes, and it's just amazing. It's just amazing to see what you guys create, and now more than ever, the power is all there. So power to you guys. You know, I'm excited to see what you guys can build. Development-wise for the plugins. I'm surprised how many of you guys in the community are actually developers, and a lot of the theme developers have surprised me as well, being actual developers, or at least somewhat of a developer enough to make DLL and a plugin type thing. So that's exciting as well. Eatkinola surprised me with that. This theme actually includes fonts with it. And one of the first that Eatkinola has done with this theme is included the fonts in the DLL so that it's portable and you don't have to install any fonts. So there's another first, a technical thing that I didn't even know we could do that Eatkinola has done for us here. So every time we turn around, there's a new technical awesome improvement that somebody has come up with. So it's really, really, really neat to be a part of all that. And Gorilla, of course, is the other guy who is an awesome, awesome theme developer that is also apparently a developer and is getting into building plugins for us. So, and Gorilla's on stream here as well. So thank you guys so much. It's incredible. Fallout vibe. It does have a Fallout vibe. Yeah, find a job to buy it. Yeah. Stable is not going to be coming this week. No, we're basically the plugin system is there, but I mean the beginnings of it are there. There's plenty. It's already valuable, but I know what's going to happen is Grilla, Neil K, Eatkinola, whoever's going to start building these plugins is gonna start building the plugins, and then they're going to have some requests. So I would like to get some of the community requested stuff for the plugins implemented so that it's a little bit farther along before we put out the release. So that is going to take some time. I expect next week we'll be focusing more on the plugin system. It's like I said, it's already incredibly powerful, but there are more things that it could do. I mean, there's a million things that it could do. And ideally, I want you to be able to do pretty much whatever you want. So we're going to be extending that this week. I'm also going to be fixing the theme bugs, like I said, this coming week. So it's going to be probably a couple weeks, maybe 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks, something like that, before we see an official release, I would expect. I'm not going to rush it out. I want to make sure that we get all this stuff 100% solid before we put out the next official release. It really hasn't been that long since the last official release, maybe a couple weeks. I don't remember exactly. But yeah, we're not going to rush it. What kinds of things can you accomplish with plugins? Yeah, I mean, it's endless. There's a million things you could accomplish. Let's say, for example, this is not a great example, but I'm not good at coming up with examples, all right? So let's say you wanted to show the weather in Big Box. You could create a plugin to show the weather in Big Box, okay? Let's say you wanted to create a scraper to search Google Images for media for your games. You could create a scraper to search Google Images for media for your games and have that be automatic in the right-click menu in LaunchBox. Let's say you wanted to somehow create some type of data management utility to allow you to manage your data in a new way. You could do that with a plugin. It's pretty much the idea. What I'd like to do in the live stream on Monday is create a Big Box star rating plugin, because star ratings are not in Big Box right now. So I'm thinking I'm going to create a plugin that allows you to rate your games and then also displays the stars. That's my thought for what we could work on Monday to build a plugin for that. So that's those are some examples of some things you can do, but it's really, I mean, it's endless, and I'm not going to come up with the best ideas as far as what to build. Because obviously the community has proved that they are much better at that than I am. So, hey Foxy, can we get a plugin that makes Jason stream later in the day or even in the evening? That's hilarious. Thank you, Alex. Agreed. Hey Pedro. Indeed, Pure Luck. Hey, Doss? It is. Absolutely. Plugin for fades. Is that possible? Fades. What do you mean by fades? I don't know what that is. You mean fading between, like rocket launcher fades? Eva, I'm almost done here, okay? I'll be out in a second. Well, I'm going to have to end the stream here soon, guys, because my daughter's on me, and actually it's just me and her home right now, so let me see. A plugin to make plugins for plugins. Thank you, Ty Winks. However you say your name, but thank you very much. Yeah, like rocket launcher. So is that possible? Yes, it is possible. It going to be? We might have to add some more hooks for something like that. Basically, uh, like I said, that's at that point you might as well just use rocket launcher. Honestly, if somebody's got to build that, and it's a major job, a major undertaking. So, I mean, at that point, why not just use rocket launcher is my question there. But yes, that should be possible, although it might be some extra effort on my part to add some more hooks. Yeah, guys, it's huge. So, anyways, I am going to let you guys go so I can get back to my family here and also get the email out and all that stuff. But I'm excited. So, real quick, DJ Blades, what kind of coding knowledge would you need to know to make some plugins on your own? Basically, you need to know .NET of some sort. You need to know Visual Basic or C Sharp or any .NET language, and you can build your own plugins. See you guys, and have a great one. And I will talk to you guys on Monday again. If you're interested in the plugin stuff or how to do it, I'm going to be live streaming building a plugin on Monday morning at 9:30 a.m. PST. So thank you guys, and I'll talk to you soon.